A so-called light worker needs to be willing to go into the shadow, first and foremost their own. Where else would the light of consciousness be needed? Where else could the greatest treasure be found? Once you go into the dark, your inner torch will light up. There is no other option. The reason your torch is not burning brightly yet is the fact that you have avoided looking into the shadows. It is the exposure to darkness that switches on your light. Your conscious will want to become aware of its surroundings. Until it is in a dark corner, until you allow yourself to perceive that there are dark corners within your mind, there is no incentive to switch on the main beam. The light of awareness is born out of the necessity to see in the dark. The shadow can contain everything that is unconscious, everything you don't know. That includes hidden talents, and a long-lost capacity for playful happiness. So there is more than just darkness to be found, the shadows of your mind, and great rewards can be reaped as the result of plucking up the courage to look within. There is a tendency, however, to focus on the negative to the exclusion of all else. Not only has the human mind got a much greater capacity to remember the negative, you have also been conditioned to believe that looking towards that which could go wrong is a method for preventing negative events from occurring. The entire modern life seems to be set up that way. There is CCTV everywhere, you take out insurance against theft and damage, undergo regular health checks, and fasten your seatbelt when you get into the car. This approach to look for trouble and be prepared seems to serve you well. After all, you're not dead yet. Or does it? Are you maybe dead inside from all the risks you prevent yourself from taking? Are you sometimes conjuring up problems by obsessing about them in advance? Then saying "I knew it" when they occur? Do you sometimes wonder why the same problems don't happen to your happy-go-lucky husband or work colleague? Maybe they're onto something with their positive attitude and expectations. That is not to say you should not take reasonable precautions. But do so without an expectation of a certain outcome. Have that medical test, then forget about it. Take out that insurance, then forget about it. Focus does bring more of what you focus on into your life. The same goes for shadow work. You can use it for personal development and awareness, but it can turn into an obsession and a distraction from your path. As you develop awareness of, and begin to embrace and heal your inner shadows, you should be moving towards the light simultaneously. Otherwise, there is a risk that shadow work turns into self-obsessed navel-gazing. You could be looking for the darkness inside you all day long and forget to move. You could be completely missing all that is good and right with you. Preoccupation with what may be in need of healing can prevent that very healing from occurring, because your mind slips into a search and destroy mindset towards your unhealed aspects. Inner workaholics are obsessed with shadow work, and pay more and more attention to what is wrong with themselves. The relentless focus on wrong with leads them to find more and more of that kind of thing, and as a result happiness begins to appear like a hollow dream. They become unable to see all the good that already is part of themselves and their lives. This is probably not why they embarked on a path of spiritual and psychological inquiry in the first place. They were hoping to find healing and improvement. They were hoping to find the missing light that would make them whole again. But when they discovered that there are missing pieces of dark matter inside, they chose to focus on those to the exclusion of all else, and without bringing them out into the light of day. Commit to awareness and wholeness, without the expectation of finding only dark qualities in the shady corners of your mind. Be open to pleasant surprises. Be open to finding your inner light.